So, Valentine's Day, just came out, just came, and, I decided to rank every Big Nate Valentine's Day things. Now, usually I would go over the rules, but, this time I don't really need to, because you guys already know the rules. So, with that said, let's get her ranked. That's how Nathaniel Bandy says it, but whatever. Let's ranked. 22, 1999. With that said, we have to pick comics that only actually mention Valentine's Day. With this one, this is the worst one simply because it's a Sunday and it's not that interesting and it's not really memorable to me. Definitely not one of the prettiest sights. What a bad comic. It's just not that memorable. 21, 2016. Both 1999 and 2016 can be interchanged. Like this one. Well, I ranked it a little higher than the other one simply because it is somewhat memorable. Not all of it, but a little. But that said, it isn't the greatest comic to ever be put out by Ligon Purse. Sorry, but this isn't that great for Valentine's Day. 1995. Want some help from GameCube? You now can with this Academy. It's fun. I like the idea, but when you read more of the comic, you realize it's not that interesting. I don't think it's interesting. Maybe it's not interesting to you, but it's definitely not the most interesting to me. It's just bland, and it's just minimally kind of just bland, boring, basically. 1994. Now, yes, there's many different kinds of Valentine's Day comics in this, time of Valentine's Day leading up. Well, all of them are not memorable. They're boring to me, and they're just not fun to me. Didn't really make me laugh that much, and yeah, it's not that great. 1993. The very first Big Nate Valentine's Day comic. Now, yes, this is not the memorablest comic, but it is the first one, and sometimes it has a little bit charm, and has kind of aged well. I mean, he tried something, very simple, but overall, it's kind of memorable. It's not the greatest, but kind of is memorable. 2000. Well, this comic is very similar to 1997, which we'll get to later. Instead of Nate signing the Valentine's Day card and really getting some pressure, he has pressure of making a card instead for Mrs. Godfrey. And honestly, it has a bit charm. It's memorable, and it's kind of ageable because even though the joke is very tied, a little similar to 1997, which again we'll get to soonly. 2002. Imagine writing a Valentine just for your sweet love, only to accidentally give it to your teacher, and then chaos ensues. That's what happened to Nate when he was trying to write to Kelly. Miss Godfrey saw it, and then he gave it to him. This begins into trouble, and then eventually he rips it after much annoyance. And then he does see Kelly later. But yeah, this comic is pretty funny, and it's really it's kind of memorable as well because it just really is funny and it's very charming. 1996. Well, there's only 2 Valentine's Day comics. Both of these are very memorable. They made me laugh the most, and it's really charming to see Big Nate just giving Valentine's stuff to people. So yeah, this is a charming comic, and it's very loving as well. Okay, so starting here from now onwards, we're gonna do the real 15 because I accidentally forgot to put 2017. Sorry. The real 15, 1997. See, I told you we would get to this one. So this one's about Nate complaining, getting annoyed, his pressure is that he can't write, doesn't want to write on the Mrs. Godfrey, Valentine's Day card. And yeah, pressure, 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 pressure. You're not gonna like his pressure, but it's very memorable and it's very charming and lovable. And this comic shows us that. 14, 2019. While it doesn't mention Valentine's Day, it kind of is Valentine's Day simply because Nate tries to help Dee Dee get a boyfriend. It's very funny, has funny humor, it is memorable, and has definitely aged well from these last 3 years. So yeah, very funny and made me laugh a lot. 13, 2001. This comic is pretty memorable. It's funny and is really interesting, and it's definitely aged well. 12, 2003. Well, this is very similar to 2001 and the other one. These are this one's the best one because it's funny, it's memorable, and it's definitely aged well because of its ideas in the comic. 11, 2005. Now, this is very simple, but it's memorable. It's definitely aged well. It's interesting, and it's very funny. I love this comics. 10, 2004. Now, this is a very interesting comic. Nate gives Valence to people. It's very funny, it's very interesting, and made me laugh a lot. 9, 2007. Well, this is a very simple comic with Nate just talking, giving a Valent to Jenny and, helping out with Francis a little. Not much, but yeah. This comic is very interesting. It's memorable. It's a little better than 2005, but not much. But has definitely aged well over these years. 8, 2020. Yes, this is a little similar to 2007, except Nate does a Valent for Mallory instead. It's a little better simply because it's a lot funnier. And the ending is also pretty funny as well. It's a nice way to do Valentine's Day. 7, 2011. So, this is all about Nate and Kim dating. Kinda. Yeah. It's really funny. This was the first appearance of Kim, and it really was well delivered, and has definitely aged well due to its memorable, idea of this comic. 6, 2022. Well, it's only one comic. Already, it made me laugh a lot. And it's still making me laugh. And it's very memorable. And will definitely age well in the upcoming years of, Big Nate. 5, 2021. So, this is where Nate gets, Valent from this very popular girl. But then, Teddy also gets one that's a lot better. Now, the end of the comic is also really interesting. This is the reason why I put it higher. Because this would proceed to another arc where, Nate annoys Francis a lot. And this would go to another arc. Great transition, and it's very memorable. 4, 2015. This one focuses on a Valentine's Day dance. It's making me dance already. This is a very memorable comic, definitely aged well, and it's probably the most funniest to ever read. 3, 2017. This is the one I added and I forgot about. That's why you messed up on the second part. But yeah, this comic proceeds to another one where Nate starts falling in love with Daisy. He wants Daisy to Nate. So yeah, the beginning, but still, this Valentine's Day stuff is memorable, definitely aged well, and is probably the most funniest. 2, 2009. This comic arc lasted almost the entire month of February because it's really funny. Nate tries to give it to Tina, but then gives it to Gina. And then this is where, things go wrong and stuff. And then eventually, they're just yeah, I hate you and stuff. So, yeah. It's really funny. It's very memorable. And it's definitely aged well. However, there is one that ages supremely well and is interesting. And that is 1, 1998. Well, 2009 lasted like almost the entire month. This one lasted the entire month. Oh my god. So it's definitely memorable. It's definitely interesting. In fact, this is even better than 2009, simply because it's very memorable. Again, it's very interesting, and it's possibly just so good of a comic book arc. Like, of course, Angie breaks up with Nate, and yeah, it's definitely my favorite Big Nate Valentine's Day comic due to its memorable stuff in the comic. Get it? Okay, I'm sorry if there was one minor mistake in the video, but it's okay. What do you guys think of my ranking? Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.